In this video, I'm going to reveal 4 ways to promote your YouTube channel to get views and subscribers fast. My name is Matt Parr. I run 9 different YouTube channels. I've gotten over 1 million subscribers on YouTube and multiple other channels to over 100,000 subscribers. And I make content about how to make money and grow on YouTube. So if that sounds good, subscribe to the channel so I can help you with YouTube. And now let's get straight into the video about how to promote your YouTube channel. And oftentimes when you're starting out on YouTube, it can be really hard to get those first initial views and subscribers. And some of these methods of promoting your YouTube channel will really help you in getting that first initial traction on YouTube. And these 4 methods of promoting your YouTube channel that I'm about to reveal are sorted from the least to the best and most effective way of promoting your YouTube channel in my personal opinion. So with that being said, let's get straight into the video and let's start with method number 4 to promote your YouTube channel, which is by using Facebook groups. And I've seen a lot of people posting their YouTube videos in Facebook groups, and if you're a part of a Facebook group, I'm sure you've seen people spamming their links in there as well. However, most people are going about doing this completely wrong. And when it comes to promoting your YouTube video in Facebook groups, here's the complete wrong way of going about doing it. What you don't want to do is join a Facebook group in which a bunch of random people are just posting their videos and spamming their links, because any views that you do get will likely be from those other people spamming their links, because you'll be getting views from people who aren't actually interested in your content, and it'll confuse the algorithm because it won't know who to actually surface your videos to. It'll be surfacing your videos to the wrong people who won't watch your videos and therefore actually hinder your channel more than help. So how do you go about promoting in Facebook groups the right way? First of all, don't join any of those spammy YouTube promotion groups on Facebook. Those are going to hurt your channel a lot more than help it. And instead, if you were to do this, make sure to join groups that are actually relevant to the niche or the category of content that you're uploading on YouTube. For example, let's say that you have a YouTube channel about drones. What you're going to want to do is join very relevant groups that are actually about drones, maybe the type of particular drones that you review, and join groups like that. And once you get in the group, don't just spam your video link and post your link in the group, because you're probably going to get kicked out. Instead, try your best to actually provide value in the group, answer people's questions in the group, engage on other people's things, and leave comments. And then a really good idea is to look at previous posts in the particular Facebook group you're in and see which posts have got the highest engagement. And then try to replicate or recreate those posts in your own words in the Facebook group, because what's already been proven to do well is very likely to do well again in the group, and leave posts like this in the group. And once you do that every single day for a couple minutes every single day for about 2 weeks, then what you're going to want to do is go to the admins of that group and ask them if it's okay if you post your video link in the group, and try to frame it as if your video is going to be very valuable to the people in the group. Tell the group admins, this video is super valuable, I really believe it. You can look, I've been a really good member of this group, I've been replying to people, I've been posting my own posts and everything, and if you've actually done it consistently for like 2 weeks, and you can do this with a bunch of different groups at once, then when it actually comes to promoting one of your YouTube videos, they're much more likely to actually say yes. Because they're going to look at your previous posts and see that you've actually been engaging in the group and that you're an actual active member of the community. So in turn, they're much more likely to say yes. However, one bad thing about promoting your videos in Facebook groups is the fact that it takes so long to do all of this, to build up the engagement in the Facebook group, to do all these posts. This is all time you could have spent creating content on your YouTube channel. And that's why I've ranked it as number 4. And also when it comes to Facebook groups, make sure that the group that you're posting in is actually interested in the topic or the niche that you're going to be uploading your video in. Because you're then feeding the YouTube algorithm with data that's not accurate. The YouTube algorithm is going to try to surface your video to people who aren't even interested in your video, and your video is not going to do well in turn. But I want to make sure that your video does do well, so make sure to only join groups that are relevant to the type of content that you're posting. Method number 3 is Instagram. If you have an Instagram page or account in the same exact niche that you're uploading YouTube videos in, you can use that Instagram account to promote your YouTube channel. And if you don't already have an Instagram account in the same niche as your YouTube channel, or one with a significant following that you could promote your YouTube channel to, that's no problem either. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in just a second. But first, here's how you can use Instagram to promote your channel. What you're going to want to do is do 2 stories. So the first story that you do on your Instagram page will be what I call a curiosity or a hook story. Try to get the viewer hooked on what your next story is going to be about, and they'll be much more likely to click your video. Don't just do a story saying swipe up to watch my new YouTube video. Not as many people will actually click to watch that video. Instead, try to hook the audience by doing something like a poll on the first story. So on the first story, for example, if your YouTube niche and your YouTube video was about how to make money on YouTube, what you could do is on the first story, do a poll that says, do you want to discover how to make money on YouTube? And do yes, I love money, or no, I hate money. And obviously everybody's going to say yes. And then when they go to the next story, then you actually do the call to action for the swipe up. And on that story, you can say something along the lines of, if so, swipe up on the story to discover exactly how to do it with this new and unique method. And many more people will actually swipe up to watch that story. Now, if you don't already have over 10,000 followers on Instagram, you can't actually do swipe ups on your story. So in the meantime, you can just say something along the lines of, go check out the link in my bio to discover how to do this. And then also set the link in your bio to the link to your YouTube video. So now what about if you don't already have a pre-existing following on Instagram? What you can do in that case is go to big Instagram pages in your niche. Let's say you're uploading videos about dogs. Go to some of the biggest dog pages on Instagram and ask them if you can buy a shout out on their page. And a lot of these huge pages sell shout outs on their pages for very cheap, meaning they'll put a promotional image up telling people to go to your Instagram account and follow you. And this is how you can build an audience on Instagram that you can then leverage to promote your YouTube channel. And another thing you can do as well with these big Instagram pages that you're buying shoutouts from is you can ask those pages if they'd be okay if you put your link as the link in their bio, say for 24 hours or for a week. And you can ask what the prices for these would be. And some huge pages on Instagram actually sell these promotions for a lot less than you probably think. And you can have them post stories with your link as the swipe up link. But it is also good to be tagged in the promotional images that are posted on the big pages so that you can build a following on Instagram that you can leverage for YouTube as well. But it's really important that the audience you build on Instagram is actually interested in whatever the topic that your YouTube channel is about. Don't buy shoutouts on some random comedy page to your dog page because the audience is going to be completely off and it could throw the algorithm off on YouTube. Make sure you're only buying on pages in your niche. Method number 2 to promote your YouTube channel is to use SEO. So when YouTube is first trying to decide where to promote your videos to, they don't automatically know what your video is about. So how can you tell YouTube what your video is about? By using SEO or search engine optimization. And YouTube uses something called metadata to classify what your video is about. Now, what's metadata? Metadata includes your title, your description, your tags, the subtitles in your YouTube video, and automatically what you're saying is transcribed on those YouTube videos and converted into subtitles, so what you're actually saying in the video, and the particular keywords in all of those places. And think about it this way. YouTube is a machine that's trying to organize millions upon millions upon millions of videos and try to decide what to show to what people. The people who would actually be interested in the content. And you want to optimize your videos to take advantage of SEO to give your video an unfair advantage in the algorithm. And here's how to do that. First, go to YouTube and search up your niche in the search bar of YouTube. Then see what keywords are in some of the top videos that show up. And then finally, try to implement that as much as possible in your video because what's already been proven to work on YouTube is very likely to work again if you do it in your own way. And another thing you can do as well is to use the YouTube search bar to see what common phrases that people are searching for and to try to include these as much as possible in your title, description, and tags. So what you can do is go to YouTube and start typing whatever your video is about or whatever your niche is on YouTube and see what the most commonly searched things under that niche on the auto-suggested dropdown that YouTube gives you are. And where I see so many people go wrong is they title their video something that nobody is actually searching for. When you're coming up with a title for your video, think about it from a viewer's perspective. What would you actually search for if you were searching for this type of content? So think about it like that and make sure that your title is something that people would actually search for. Now, before we get to method number 1 of how to promote your YouTube channel and what is, in my opinion, the number 1 way to promote your YouTube channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a like on the video if you feel like I've given you value so far, and subscribe so that I can help you with YouTube in the future. Now, method number 1 is to let YouTube promote your videos for you. And here's what I mean by that. No matter where you go out and promote your YouTube videos, the number 1 promotion for your videos is always going to be YouTube itself. And that's because the YouTube algorithm's job is to find the right viewer for the right video at the right time. And to really exemplify this, I've uploaded over a dozen videos on YouTube with over 10 million views each, and I've uploaded over 70 videos on the platform with over 1 million views each. And not once did I ever promote any of these videos. Instead, I let YouTube promote these videos for me. Now, when you're just starting out on YouTube, it can take many months for a good video to get traction, but if the video is good, meaning that it has a high click-through rate, and click-through rate is the percentage of people who click to watch your video, as opposed to seeing other videos in search results, the suggested video feed, or in browse features, and if it has a good audience retention and a good amount of watch time per view on the video. If it hits all of these certain factors on YouTube, YouTube will eventually promote your video for you. Now, the key is to make sure that your video is optimized, first of all, for search, so that you can start getting initial search traffic on your content, and then you want to implement something called similar metadata so that all of your YouTube videos have similar keywords between all of them in the description, in the tags, even in the titles. So if your videos are optimized for search and you get just a little bit of search traffic, you can then leverage that search traffic to become a lot more views. If someone just watches one of your videos as a result of seeing it in the search results, and then they see a bunch more of your videos in the suggested video feed of the video they're currently watching, it's very likely that they'll watch another and another video, giving you a higher session time, meaning the total amount of time they watch on YouTube, and YouTube will reward you with all the views and subscribers that you could possibly want. And this is how you can truly blow up on YouTube. Like I said, I've uploaded a handful of videos with over 10 million views, and I let YouTube do the promotion for me. And if you want to discover how I make money on YouTube without showing my face or getting in front of a camera, and how I actually run 9 different YouTube channels, only working a couple hours a day on them, then check out the link in the description to a completely free training. And leave a comment down below as to what your YouTube goal is. How many subscribers would you personally be happy with, or how much money per month would you be happy making? Be sure to leave that comment down below.